Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simi Kemza James. So for our new and old subscribers, you're all welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to join this dress which we've cut in a previous tutorial, which I'm going to be linking in the description box below and also up here. So do ensure to watch that video before you watch this one. So guys, the organza I initially wanted to use for the sleeve, I ended up adding it as sort of a base to give me puffiness on the dress, a little bit of puffiness. So I just folded it in half and I'm drawing it into a gathered. By doing that gathered, I just made a straight seam and I'll be drawing it as well as the main fabric and the one on the lower side of the dress. So for that one on the lower side of the dress, I had twice the main fabric, but it was shorter in length. So the first layer is going to be this organza layer. I have 2 tiers of it. So the waistline is exactly my waist measurement plus 2 inches for the zip allowance. I'm going to be closing that in front. So this one is going to help make it puffy inside of the dress, and this is going to be the main skirt body. So I've gathered it as well into my waist measurement plus 2 inch zipper allowance on each side, 1 inch on both sides for the zipper allowance. And this is it. I just gathered it nicely here, then I'll move that further. Then I have this last layer which is going to be on the hem side of this one here, and I have it gathered the exact measurement of the hem of this one. That's what I have gathered this one. So this is twice of this, so that is what I have here. This one will be here like so, and it will be on the hem like this, and then the upper side of the dress. So this one is pretty long. So let's go back to the sewing table. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and join the main layer of the skirt to the lower layer, which will give me that fullness on the downside. So on the hem, I just went ahead to join right side facing right side, and I'll join till I get to the hem to the other extreme of the dress. So I hope you understand what I mean. You know, I have 2 layers of the dress, so the shorter layer, which is also more puffy, is what I'm joining. And when I was done, I joined the bodies by joining the neck with the lining. You can go ahead and use facing as well instead of lining if you wish, but I want stability on the bust side, so that was why I used lining, and this was the closest lining to color to my lining which I found. So when I joined it right side facing each other, I went ahead and made notches to give it ease, and I top stitched on the neckline. Then I also went ahead to sew the lining to the main bodies of the fabric like so, that you can see, just to hold it together. Now that's because I'm going to be overlocking the seam. I do not want to clean up the inner side of the dress with anything. I didn't want to go through the stress. I had less than an hour to sew this dress together, so that was why. So when I was done, I joined the back side of the dress. Remember, our zip is in the front. Then I joined the side to the lining as well. And on the back side of the dress, when I was done joining the sides, I went ahead to sew in my dart. But before sewing in my dart, I'll go ahead and open press the mid section there. Then my dart was ½ inch. That's a total of 1 inch by the time you open it. So I had 1 inch dart. I fixed the dart on one side, and as well I did the same on the other side. So just what I did to this back side is what I'm going to be doing to the front side of the dress, which had a V neckline, only that I'm not going to be joining the front of the dress because I'm going to be adding a zip to it. So just like I said, I matched the neckline, I sewed, notched and top stitched. Then I went ahead to sew the sides of the dress, and I added my darts as well on the front. But for the front dart, I made it wider because of my bust. Then I joined my shoulder together, the front side of the shoulder to the back side of the shoulder, by joining right side facing each other. Then I flipped one of it so that it conceals the raw edges inwards, just like you see me doing. I know it's a little bit fast, but if you're familiar with my tutorial, this wouldn't be anything new to you. So by the time I was done, I just closed off the side of the dress, that's joining the front and the back side of the dress together, like I'm doing right now. So I had 1 inch allowance, that was what I used. So when I was done, you can see the zipper opening in front. So I'm just going to measure that side that I have, which is going to be my underbust. I measured it, and I measured I dragged the skirt part to be the same, and I joined it together, facing right side facing each other. And when I was done, this is what it looked like without the zipper, and this is what, and without the inner skirts. So I went ahead to close from my main skirt downwards. I closed it, only leaving only my zipper allowance, and I went ahead to fix my zip. If you don't know how to fix a zip, I have a tutorial on how to do that. I'll be linking it also in the description box for you to see. So this is what it looks like with the zip. It's coming out really pretty. So I went ahead to add my underskirt, guys, by joining it to the raw sewing allowance and turning it over so that everything is nice and clean. When I'm done, I'll go ahead and overlock, and that will be it for the dress. After I'm done overlocking, if you like, you can go ahead and add a sleeve, but I feel like I shouldn't add a sleeve to the dress, so I'm going to be leaving it like this. The dress was so cute, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, share my video with your friends, guys, and turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I have a new video up on the channel. And see you in my next video.